Zoe Harrison, fly half. This week we're at Worcester Warriors to play USA on Sunday. We've come down here for our fast session to get a go on the nice turf. We're playing South Africa today and tomorrow. So we're playing a game that's called three-phase ruck touch. As you start off as starter play, so scrum or line out, and then we'll play our starter move off that, and then we've got 2 phases after that, and then we'll swap over so we get a bit of D and a bit of attack in there. So I first started rugby when I was 5 years old. My brother used to play at Tring Rugby Club and my dad coached him. So I was always at the club watching him play anyway, and I thought, you know what, I'll join in. I played football as well alongside rugby, so Saturday was football day, Sunday was rugby day. I did that until I think I was 16 years old, and then my mum actually shipped me off to Hartpury. I at the time didn't want to go, but luckily she did sign me up and sent me over there. And I think she was the one that really picked it for me, which route to go down. So yeah, rugby route was the way I went, and that's how it started.
So 4 years ago we played a National Academy fixture against South Africa actually. I put a meeting in and I got two girls, Zoe Harrison and Jess Breach, turn up, slightly put out faces. I asked them what was wrong and they had to cancel a nail appointment. They had to cancel a nail appointment for my meeting, so she's forever held it against me. I think we've just about got over it now though.
When you look at the whole group, if you were to say there were one player who has really come out of a shell and taken the role that she has within the team by the scruff of the neck, I'd say that's Zoe in this series. You know, she wants to make the 10 shirt hers. She's got some real stiff competition, you know, with a Helen Rowland there. She's sort of really risen to the challenge, and she's driving the team around the park pretty well, and also driving the tactics around the team pretty well off the field.
This is an international side we're playing against. This is our opportunity to look at everybody, okay, playing against an international team. So everybody needs to be on point. I want a really high quality session. I don't want it to be flash. All right? I want it to be executed really well. I want us to get through our sets. I want us to be accurate. I want us to be physical. I want us to do the stuff that we will do on Sunday when we play USA.
So girls, on the right, this is our starter play, so let's get them into our PPP today. So if you don't know any of them by now, just come see someone in the strat group. We can talk you through it so that when we come into the session, as soon as one of these is called, everyone's in the right place. Hi, I'm Zoe, this is Holly. Yes, we do have the same hair, yes, we do drive the same car, and yes, we do a lot of the same things, but please don't get us mixed up because we actually look really different.
Yeah, we do. Look at our faces. We look so different.
Please tell me, where? Our hair even goes the different way!
Oh my god, yeah.
Flex.
No, yeah, but if we were running, think about if you're running. It's just behind you, isn't it?
So I've actually trained Harry up, so when I go kicking, he can help me and send them back. It was quite awful at the start of the autumns, but I've really taught him well. I mean, you can probably see it if he sends one back. Harry! Well, he didn't do it. He's a bit camera shy actually, but hopefully we can work on that. That's a lovely try to England. That last 5 was a lot better because we took it forward first. We didn't try to ship it wide, we earned the right and then we went wide. So let's take that into the game of USA. We are going to have to punch up, maybe 3 times punch up before we can even get them out, okay? So it means we have to shorten, hit the gaps, and then we can go wide.
the best way we can say really thank you to you is by singing to you a song of appreciation. So Sarah, well done, thank you. We're really in awe of the opportunity that we've got over the past 2 days, and you're doing very well. Long may it continue, and we'll see each other at the World Cup. So thank you very much, Simon. Really appreciate it, brother. Okay.
Good luck, girls.
So Zoe's point of difference probably her kicking. There's not many girls that can kick the ball 50 metres. Zoe's got fantastic ability to kick the ball long, accurate, high along the floor. So she's able to bring this to life for Saracens, sort of increasingly so for England.
She's got the best kicking game in the world. There's absolutely no doubt about that, I would say. And that's quite a big statement actually about having the best kicking game in the world, because Ellen Rowland's got a pretty phenomenal kicking game as well, and a great variety of kicks. But I think, you talk about crafts and the craft that people have and how they take real pride in that type of thing, and you see that in Zoe's game. She maxes out on her kicking game. But there's huge other areas of her game as well that are really starting to come to fruition. A distribution, which was a bit of an Achilles heel for her. Always been a good passer of the ball, but not consistent enough. Now she's really consistent, and that's been an area that we've really told her to focus on, and Scott's worked really hard with her on. And so it's great, Scott's put a massive amount of energy into helping develop her game, and you can see that now. It's really starting to pay dividends, and that's massive for us.
So I started kicking, I think, for posts around 12. My brother was going out kicking, I'd go out with him. It would mainly be structured around what he wanted to do, because obviously he was a lot better than me at the time. I wouldn't say he's better than me anymore. So yeah, it was what he wanted to do. I'd kick a ball back, or try to copy him, something like that. Last year and this year, I've been working really closely with Josh Sharp, who plays for Amped Hill. On a Thursdays, we meet up and go for an hour session, really looking at technical and tactical kicking, but also my goal kicking. As I say, I've played football, and it's quite hard to kick a football than a rugby ball, but because I played football for so long, I couldn't really get out of the habit of it. A lot of people have tried to then change the way I kick the rugby ball, but Josh said, we're going to work with this, like, this is you, let's find a way to work with it. I mean, he actually just moved me into a spot and said, kick from here. He said, don't think about anything, just kick the ball. And it went so straight, and I was like, oh, like, wow, okay, fine. And then within like 2 or 3 sessions, it was like, when I was with him, I was like nailing everything through the post from wherever. And I was just like, wow, this is actually really simple. And all it took was actually him coming down, really helping me. Got like a little book at home, so whenever he tells me something, I write it down in my little kicking book. You know, if you're a kicker, you kick well, just maybe a little tweak to something might actually just completely change it and be really good for you. So placing the ball on tee, I always have the valve pointing to where I want to go. So we've got pylon, so it's quite nice because I'm quite square to it, so I'll use that when I'm focusing on something before I kick. Quite a nice pitch to kick on actually, because it's exactly the same as Sari's pitch, so it's quite what I'm used to. Before I take kicking the game, normally Alex Martin runs on with my tea with some water, and I normally ask him like if there's anything coming from the coaches that they've seen that they want me to do. Have a drink of water so get my breath back, and then it's into the kick. Don't think too hard. If you think too hard, then something will go wrong, because you're thinking, oh, something could go wrong. I've actually got about 3 of these kicking tees. So one in my Sarah's bag, one in my England bag, and one in the back of my car. Because you never know, you could lose one. For any young kickers out there, I'd say find what works for you. Don't just think like you'll turn up one day and you'll be really, really good. Go down to pitch, practice. Don't end on a bad kick, always end on a good kick, and don't get frustrated. There's always days where it will go wrong for you. It goes wrong for me, so it's going to go wrong for a lot of other people, and I'm sure it goes wrong for people like Owen Farrell, Marcus Smith.
You've smacked that, Sunshine.
Hannah Bottoman. That is, oh, whoa! Oh, go on, put it in for par. Put it in for par. Nice, Han.
I'll take the par.
Hang.
All right! Oh dear. Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
Hannah stopped playing.
Yeah.
She lost too many balls. She hit a wall.
I haven't got my own club.
She was being pretty terror.
It was, it's been a long day in the office, probably, to be honest.
So we decided Hannah would take my iron shots. It's just close.
I have to say I'm very sorry to my friends, my family, my girlfriend. It's just embarrassing,
Everyone
really.
included. Not bad for my 100 balls you've lost.
Sorry, yeah, I've lost a couple of balls from everyone.
All the ones I gave you as well.
Hey, you gave me like one.
Never compromise our standards, because that's what we're about. So many people ask me about, oh, in games like this, what do you get out of them? Are they a little bit low key for you? No, absolutely not. Not one bit, because they're about us being the very best. And then the next game, and we set our stall out to be better every game we play. Okay, and this is exactly the same today. Absolutely key is about how we perform, because everything else will take care of itself. The scoreboard, what the reaction is, where we go after this, that'll all take care of itself if we take care of the performance.
Here we go, the 250 cappers. Worcester wing Lydia Thompson comes out to the adoration of her home crowd. She is, of course, alongside Waslot Rowena Burnfield.
I don't think there's anything different to what we said right at the start of the game. All right, and I think in patches we've gone really well. Okay, but we just got a little bit bogged down with the breakdown. If we sort the breakdown out, that'll sort the tempo out. If we sort the tempo out, the game will come to us. Yeah, real simple.
second half, that was something to see. Just the tempo, everything we said we wanted to do at half time went out and did. Just great group, players, staff, everybody, absolutely fantastic. That is an awesome series. We've changed a lot over the last month, and I'm talking about in terms of the game and how we're perceived. All right, still loads for us to do, we know that, but you know, talk about playing the hand that's dealt. Well, you've played it really well over the last month, I'll tell you that now. Well done, massively proud of everybody, fantastic, great work guys. Our next award is for back of the tournament. This young lady stepped up and really done the business, Zoe Harrison. It's been an unbelievably enjoyable series for us. We've learnt so much, is what we set out to do. You know, I hope the fans have enjoyed it as much as we have, and learn a little bit more about us. You know, we want to get our messages out there, and you know, we're growing the game. We need every fan behind us. Everybody's support counts. If we want to win the World Cup, we need as much momentum as we can, and you guys out there create so much momentum for us. We want to feed off that, and you know, hopefully we can do a good job when we go to New Zealand.